My name is Vicki. I'm the Assistant Youth and Community Manager and also the Employability Coordinator for YMCA in Swansea. I've worked in kind of the welfare to work industry since I was 22, and for the last 6 years of that I was also a board member for the YMCA Swansea. And during that time I got to really understand the YMCA and I got to understand their team and what they believed in, and it was very much in alignment with my own beliefs, my own ethos about giving everybody an opportunity and being able to provide a service for everybody in the community, regardless of, age, race, religion, gender, background. Everybody deserved an opportunity to better their lives. In 2017, I took up the opportunity to move from being a board member to becoming a member of staff, and it's the best move that I ever made. Currently overseeing 3 active inclusion projects and also heading up the Pathways to Work pilot project, which is in partnership with the council and 5 other members of the community, such as SCVS, Bernardo's, the college. So we've got a lot of employment projects going on at the moment. And within my Assistant Youth and Community role, I also am line managing the Peer Active Collective team, the Y Future team, and up until recently, the LGBT service coordinators. So Active Inclusion is European funded paid work opportunities for job seekers in Swansea who are 25 and over. They'll get 16 hours a week for 16 weeks and the support of a YMCA advisor to progress into further employment at the end of the 16 weeks. Y Hub is our open access youth group for those aged 11 to 25. We meet in our YMCA Swansea Theatre on a Friday from 6 till 8, during which time we'll have fun and games and we'll have food, but also the opportunity to really look into some issues that are affecting our youth within Swansea today, such as county lines, street violence, healthy relationships, and their general lives around exams and families. So Y Hub and Pathways are very closely linked because it's our route to engaging with young people who may be coming out of school, who are school leavers and are exploring their next steps into further education, into career. So we are offering them the opportunity to link in with our employability and training teams to build a plan and find out what they want to do. So Pathways has really fit in really nicely with our open access youth group for those reasons. Becoming involved in youth work and doing my qualifications in youth work has actually made me a better recruitment advisor as well, because what I'm doing now, everything that we do in employability really calls upon that youth work structure as well, about empowerment and inclusivity and educative and giving those people a voice. It doesn't matter how old they are, whether they're young people or adults. We're using those foundations and those principles in everything we do now. So actually working in youth work has made me a better support worker for adults as well. The typical day with my youth work hat on is looking at what can I do with these young people that is going to help them to become more empowered and more knowledgeable, but while they still have fun. So it's looking at activities, it's looking at resources, it's making those plans, and it's also bringing together the team and making sure we're all on the same page and that we all know exactly what we need to do. And then it's supporting the team to actually cope with any changes and things that might come out of left field. No club is ever the same from one week to the next. It can be rewarding, it can be challenging, but that's my favourite thing. It's not boring, it's not predictable, and you can prepare as much as you can, but you can never go in fully expecting to know what's going to happen. And I think that's the best thing about youth work. It's so important that if it were to go, communities would just crumble. Our generations are moving aside. We've got generations coming up, and that's the future, and that's the only way things are going to get better, is by giving them all the positivity and support that we can, so that they in turn can feed that down, and by each generation it's going to get stronger and stronger. I like to think that youth work in 10 years is going to be up there with all the public services. I think that it's, especially during the pandemic and we were all, indoors and young people were not able to go to school, youth work really stood up and made itself heard I mean, we had to, you know, our youth workers couldn't just stop. So we had to change the way we worked. We had to go online. We had to adapt. Now that has been recognised in the public eye, which is brilliant. But youth work is so important, but it's still not seen as one of the front runners of our community services. And I think in 10 years, I think it will. I think it'll be up there with, you know, with all the other public services, and it'll be seen as an essential service, and it will be far more in the news. It'll be far more kind of as part of our council services. I think in 10 years it's going to be huge. It's going to be part of education and our curriculums and our schools.